In this video tutorial, you'll learn how to play Tooples. First of all, I want to explain the rules of the game. Tooples is a poker dice game. Most of you will know the game rules. Okay, the target of the game is to earn the highest score after 13 game rounds. One round always consists of 2 steps. First, you got to roll the dice with a maximum of 3 attempts. After that, you will need to score the round. There are different categories to score. Pressing one of the score buttons with dice eyes on it will score by adding all dice numbers of the pressed dice number. The category 3K and 4K, respectively 3 of a kind and 4 of a kind, will add all dice numbers together when you have at least 3, respectively 4 dice with the same number. A full house will bring you 25 points when you have a 3K in addition to a pair. A small straight will bring you 30 points if you have 4 numbers in a row. You hit a large straight when you have 5 numbers in a row. A chance will count all dice eyes together. You'll earn 50 points for Tooples when you have 5 dice with the same number. There are 2 ways to earn a bonus. First, when you score more or equal than 63 points for the upper section, you will get 25 extra points. Also, every Tooples after the first Tooples brings 100 extra points. This will not happen so often, but sometimes you will need to score a category with 0 points when you didn't hit one of the unused categories. Okay, that were the basic rules of Tooples. Now let me show you the gameplay of Tooples. First, let's start a new game. Here you can adjust the number of players. Let us make a game between me and a CI player. If you like to play against a human, just tap on Computer. You can change your name by tapping on the text field. Also, you can change your avatar by tapping on the avatar's image. Okay, now let's start the game. In the upper left corner, you will find the name and avatar of the current player. In the middle, there is an overview of the score of all players. Okay, to roll the dice, just tap the dice button. You can hold the dice by tapping the dice, and of course, you can release it by tapping it again. Okay, let's score this as a chance. Now the CI player is on turn. Okay, now the next round starts. Let us go back to the main menu. You can resume the current game by tapping the resume button. The next button is the options button. Here you can activate or deactivate the shake modus, which means that you can roll the dice by shaking your iPhone or iPod. You can start manually the Game Center. What Game Center is and why it makes sense to use it, I'll explain later. However, if you use an iPhone 3G with iOS 4, this function is disabled, because Game Center is not supported on 3Gs. Next, you can change the CI player speed. You can activate or deactivate the sound, and you can activate the double-click function. This means that you always need to press a scoreboard button twice. This avoids scores the wrong categories. Okay, let's go back to the main screen. If you use an iOS device, with an activated Game Center account, you can use the leaderboard function and the multiplayer function. As I said before, users of an iPhone 3G with iOS 4 won't be able to use Game Center. Okay, now let's start the leaderboard. Here you'll find overall high scores and the high score of your friends with different timescopes. It needs a little bit to load the scores. Okay, now let's come back to the most interesting feature, the multiplayer mode. Here you can play against friends, or you can make an auto match game, which means that you can play against anybody in the rest of the world. Okay, let's start a two-player game using auto match. Now Game Center connects your iPhone to someone else. Okay, we found another player. And now the game starts. The game screen is mostly the same, but in addition you have a chat button where you can chat with the other players. Okay, the other player starts, and as you see, you can watch every move of the other player. Now it's our turn. Okay, let us finish the game here. If you want to play against your friend, just tap on Invite Friend and you will see a list of your Game Center friends. Select one, press Next, define an invitation text and press Send. Your friend will get a notification to start a Tooples game. If he accepts, the game will start automatically. Okay, that were the basic features of Tooples. Have fun with it and good luck.